Welcome back again. Okay, this lesson is going to be about prepositions. Now, you probably know the word preposition, but maybe you don't remember what it means. Okay, preposition is a placing word. So it's words like after, before, on, over, under, beneath, next, to, from, that kind of thing, okay? We tend to use them intuitively, as usual, and there are some mistakes that we're making because of that. There are two in particular that two plus one sort of that I want to talk about. So let's talk about the one sort of that I want to talk about first. Okay, one of the rules about preposition use in formal writing, I'm going to tell you that it's kind of not always used, okay? So the rule is you should never end a sentence with a preposition. So you're never going to write, where my friend's at, or what movie are you going to? Things like that. Okay, we use that kind of phrasing in our informal speech all the time, but we're not supposed to write like that in our formal speech. So just remember, in formal writing, you're not supposed to use prepositional words at the end of your sentence. Well, that can get very complicated. There's an apocryphal story about Winston Churchill, and somebody asked him about preposition use, and he had a very cheeky answer. Let's see if I can remember what it was. He said something like, ending a sentence with a preposition is something with which I will not put. That's right. Up with which I will not put. That's what he said. And that, believe it or not, is grammatically correct. Ew, right? But his point was, okay, it's grammatically correct. He's obeying the rule, do not end a sentence with a preposition. But in doing so, he created a ridiculous and clunky sentence that is even hard to understand, right? It's absurd sounding. So my advice to you is understand the rule of don't end a sentence with a preposition. But if following that rule means that you have to create a really ugly sentence, or one that sounds bizarrely pretentious to modern ears, just don't do it, okay? Just throw that preposition at the end. It's not worth it, and I don't think most of us care, okay? So, but at least you know the rule. Okay, a couple of other things I want to tell you about prepositions, which are a bit stricter, okay? One thing is, okay, we've got two comparison words, like and as. Okay, and a lot of these words, we are overusing one of them. We're overusing, I bet you can guess, like, okay? They are not interchangeable words. You use like when you are comparing two nouns, and you use as when you're comparing two verbs or two actions. Okay. For example, sometimes I get compared